Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh here with another YGO Omega Daily Duel. Today we are playing some Eldlich Synchro. This list was just posted with an image that said OTS Championship first place, so I don't actually know the name of the player who did it. This hand, we don't have any combos, so we're just gonna set some trap cards and pass the turn. This isn't too bad, because even if we get Feather Dusted or Lightning Stormed here, oh, Torn Scales. Discard one. Sure. Opponent pitches Jackalope. We want to failure that. Jackalope triggers, gets the snake, summons Chirapini. We're going to strike that one. This sends for cost, so we don't want our opponent sending BA cards. Opponent sets a card. Goes to the end phase, we will activate Scarlet, and here's where we can kind of start snowballing advantage. Alright, opponent has an Ash, that's a little unfortunate, we get droplets. Set the droplet, go to the end phase, activate Scarlet, set Conquistador, and pass the turn. So the best way this could go is we imperm something and then droplet to send the imperm for cost and negate something else. Our opponent just sets a monster. Interesting. Well, we're going to activate the Conquistador. Ooh, Unizombie. That's really good. We're going to normal Unizombie. Unizombie target itself. Our opponent negates it with Fogblade. We're also fine. So we're gonna dump Plague. We can't get any value from Plague this turn though. So this is honestly fine because this lets us go straight into Needle Fiber. Activate the effect of Needle Fiber. Opponent has Phantasme. Don't see that in the main deck super often. There's like no spells in the grave, so Selene isn't going to be good. We'll just go for Deskbot 101. Summon Auroradon, effective Auroradon. Get about 1,000,000 tokens. Sit a little more comfortably. Activate 101. Special summon Phonon Pulse Dragon. We're not going to use the effect. Activate Auroradon. Tribute 2 tokens. Summon Coltwing. Coltwing triggers. Gives us our 2 tokens back. We get to trigger 101 again. Probably don't want to summon that. So the problem with summoning Black Rose, it's a mandatory effect. I guess if we have Droplet and Imperm, this could be fine, but bouncing Phantasme doesn't seem very good. Awkward. Could use Colt Wings effect, tribute our 2 tokens. Then we're not getting any value from the despot. Well, I guess we're going to summon the Black Rose. Effective Black Rose, target Phantasme. Opponent chains Phantasme, discards Boots. We will Imperm, target Phantasme. And now we have Shrank our Colt Wing, so we can make Borreload. Effective Borreload, target Needle Fiber. Opponent's thinking, if they have Nibiru here, that means our hand is Nibiru Phantasme, and we don't care about that. Alright, we go to battle. Attack with Auroradon. We hit Ragged Gloves. Attack with Moonlight Dragon. Attack with Savage Dragon. Go to main phase 2. Go to the end phase, activate Conquistador. Set Scarlet. And pass the turn. Now, opponent does have a pretty loaded graveyard, but I'm still not sure how they beat Savage, Droplet, and the Black Rose. Alright, opponent draws. Tour Guide. Well, I think we don't want that resolving. So we're going to go on to Full Chain, activate Scarlet. Chain Droplet, send Scarlet. Negate the Tour Guide. Special summon Golden Lord. Opponent uses Ragged Gloves. Sure. Dumps Ancient Cloak. Silent Boots is activated, also acceptable. I think we need to save Savage for something that can pop our field. Alright, search is just a Fog Blade. Opponent activates Dark Ruler no more. Took their sweet time with that. There was a bunch of stuff we could have activated with Savage. Well, now we can't protect our board, and we're just kind of all in on our stuff being huge, which might be enough. Gets back Torn Scales, gets Silent Boots. Bardiche can pop some of our stuff. Summons Lavier. Interesting. Detaches Torn Scales, gets back the Ancient Cloak. Makes Break Sword. Target itself, target Savage Dragon. Gets back Cloak and Torn Scales. Makes Raider's Knight. Detaches Torn Scales. Arc Rebellion. So this is going to be massive. Just goes to battle. Attacks over Auroradon. We don't take any damage. Main phase 2 sets presumably Fogblade and passes. We get Plague Spreader. That's really good. So we're going to normal Plague. Summon another Needle Fiber. Effective Needle Fiber. Opponent uses Phantasme. Yeah. Uses Fogblade to negate Needle Fiber. Okay, we expected that. So Phantasme is going to need to draw them exactly DD Crow, I think. Mandatory effective Moonlight Dragon triggers. We're going to target this Arc Rebellion. Opponent chains Phantasme, discards a Fogblade. We're going to use the effect of Scarlet. Set Haquero. Effect of Golden Lord. Send Haquero to grave. We would like to special summon. Summon Golden Lord. Is there any other? Okay. Activate Plague. Put Golden Lord on top of the deck. Special summon Plague. Special summon Access Code. Effective Access Code, target Needle Fiber. Opponent uses Fogblade. Targets Break Sword. Does that do anything? Triggers Torn Scales, summons Torn Scales. We go to battle. Attack Lavier. And hit go for game. Okay. So definitely an argument that our opponent should have put those cards in defense position, but I'm also not sure that like long term that would have mattered. So we're going to be going second. Evenly seems like it could be pretty good. If we want to go down, Ash seems fine. Probably Strike. If we want to keep Droplets in going, I don't think they really set up negates. Not that we saw anyway. We'll bring in Draws and Evenlies. Try it like that. I always wonder if I'm not thinking hard enough about side decking, because I feel like on this series, our opponents always take longer than us to side. So like with me like telling the the people watching these videos how I'm approaching my side decking, our opponents still always take longer. Alright, opponent's going first. We don't have hand traps, but we do have Evenly. We did draw Colt Wing, which means we can't do the exact same combo. Opponent just sets a monster, sets a back row, set a bunch of back row and make this evenly good. Nope, okay. We draw a hand trap. We're going to... There's no way we can OTK our opponent, right? because we can't do a Auroradon combo because we drew Colt Wing. We can't do Celine combo because none of us have spells. So we're not OTKing. Let's just go to the battle phase. End step of the battle phase, activate evenly. Both our opponent's back row and monsters float. So I feel like banishing one or the other is fine. Activate Unizombie. Target itself. Dump Plague Spreader. Activate Plague Spreader, put Colt Wing back on top of the deck. So I guess maybe we could have tried to go for an OTK, but that still feels greedy. Needle Fiber. Grab 101. Make Auroradon. Effective Auroradon. Summon a bunch of tokens. Activate 101. Maybe setting up Arc Light is better here. Let's try that. See how it goes. Make Arc Light. This seems really good against our opponent's deck. Tribute 2 tokens. Summon the Colt Wing that we put back in the deck. Effective Colt Wing. Give us back our tokens. Effective 101. Summon the Desk Bot. So we can make the Pulse Dragon and then nothing? Or we can make the Moonlight Rose, which doesn't do much against our opponent's deck. Alternatively, we can just tribute tokens, banish our opponent's monster. Can't imagine. We'll try that. Can't imagine that's what we're supposed to do, but it seems fine. So we banish our opponent's Ancient Cloak. Activate Cursed Eldland. Pay 8, feel great. Search Haquero. Set Conquistador. Set Haquero. Pass the turn. Making this Arclight feels a little awkward, and then Moonlight Rose doesn't line up against our opponent's deck very well. But I wasn't thinking about being able to put Colt Wing back in the deck. The last time I played a variant of Eldlich like this, it was with Jet Synchron. And then this Herald just feels incredibly strong against our opponent's deck. Opponent has Dark Ruler and Red Ice Fusion, Whale. So much for being incredibly strong against our opponent's deck. I don't think we actually care about Dragoon too much. Opponent activates Dragoon, blows up the Arc Light, activates Dragoon, blows up Auroradon. Goes to battle, attacks Colt Wing. Main phase 2, end phase. Going to activate Conquistador. Opponent has Dragoon. We're going to activate Haquero. We draw an Imperm that does less than nothing. Pay 100. Dragoon to negate our Eld land. That actually works out extremely well, I think. Dump Golden Lord, I guess. Make Needle Fiber. Effective Needle Fiber. There's 1 spell in our grave, 3 spells in our opponent's grave. Okay. Grab Valor. Make Selene. Selene is a busted card. Activate Selene. Remove 3 spell counters. Summon back Valor. Make access code, effective access code, target Selene. Enter battle. Attack Dragoon. Opponent takes 300. Go to main phase 2. Set Imperm. Go to the end phase. Effect of Conquistador. Effect of Haquero. Set Scarlet. Set White Destiny. And now we have Imperm and Bell. Opponent uses effect of Ragged Gloves. Sure. Dumps Ancient Cloak. Effect of Ancient Cloak, also acceptable. Searches Torn Scales. Effect of Stained Greaves. Sure. Don't see this one super often. Summons Torn Scales. Normals a Sangan. Sure. Makes Cherubini. Sangan activates. Grabs an Ash. That's would be good if we didn't have White Destiny. Dumps some Graph for cost. Graph activates. Grabs Seer. Makes Rusty. Seer targets Tribini. Break Sword triggers. We will imperm that. Opponent goes to the end phase. We will activate Scarlet. Summon Golden Lord. We will activate White Destiny. Summon Unizombie. Draw a Unizombie. Switch Golden Lord to attack. Activate access code. Banish Needle Fiber. Destroy Bardiche. Access code. Banish Wind. Destroy Tribini. Opponent has no quick effects to summon from the grave. We know they just have an Ash. Go to battle. Attack for 13. And we get there. Alright, so played game 2 a little awkwardly, but that felt very powerful. Like, we played through what our opponents did. We outed a 5k Dragoon. We set up a board that doesn't line up super well against our opponent's deck, but still felt really powerful. That was impressive. We're gonna try to keep that going. GG, opponent.